Come with me to check out this dope ass house that my cousins and I rented this weekend at Big Bear Lake. I know there's a lot of renting sites, but Airbnb is still the shit. This house was 2 stories, 5 bedrooms, 3 living rooms. It had a game room, had a jacuzzi, and it had a bird's view to the lake. I've gone to Big Bear several times, and honestly, this is the best house I've ever stayed in. We were 6 adults and 9 children that stayed in this house. And there was more than enough room for all of us. House even came with a playground. The house was also only a few minutes away from the Big Bear Village and the park where we went for the lake. It was equipped with 2 full kitchens. The game room, it did only have this pool table. The kids were on this table for hours. It had a total of 3 restrooms with fully equipped bath jacuzzis. What can be better than a kid's room? The kids had so much fun. What kid doesn't like a sleepover? This jacuzzi with that view was 100 out of 10. We had several patios and decks to hang out in. The best part probably was the playground for the kids. It definitely kept them very entertained. There was also about 3 grills on site. One of the nights we grilled burgers and hot dogs in the quickness. We also had a fire pit where we made s'mores. I'm a huge outdoors girly, so this was so perfect for me. Just listening to the nature, hanging out, doing our own thing. It's just incredible to be able to live this beautiful freaking life. Of course, we had to hit Big Bear Lake. We packed up the car with our floaties, all our snacks, foods, drinks, and we headed over to Boulders Park. Like I said, it was only a few minutes away from the house. We found this cool little spot. The kids played in the water. The water in Big Bear is always really, really cold. But if you got a tough skin, you'll be able to deal with it. I was the only adult all up in that water, and I did not get out. It was really sad to leave, but of course, we got to go back to reality and back to work. But this trip was definitely a very relaxing and great start to our summer. I would highly recommend this house. They were not super strict on rules and they weren't on top of you. I've stayed at some houses where they'll literally text you to tell you something that you're doing wrong. Of course, we had to stop by Starbucks before we got home. And now that we have teens, they go in there and get our shit. And my baby niece, she definitely enjoyed her refresher.